Hey, check 1 2. Hey, should work. Can you all hear me? Just type in the chat if you can hear me. Thanks, Marissa. All right, so does it look all right? Let me check. Let me just see, because I'm having some weird issues on my end that I've never experienced before. So let me see what you're seeing. Dance. Thank you, everybody. I apologize. It's a little bit frustrating. I want to practice. All right, so courses / the dance. The dance. Why can't we find? Okay. Almost ready. Let's see. If it's not full screen, then I know what to do. I see. So I thought it was my fault all along. It's actually YouTube. Okay. I know what to do, friends. Here we go. On the back end display of YouTube, it was showing that I wasn't full screen this whole time. It was showing that I was zoomed in, so I tried to adjust accordingly. All right, but now, anyway, that should do it, and we can get started. It's actually YouTube. Okay. You're gonna have a little echo for a second there. Let me just. All right. Well, that'll do, friends. It looks really weird in the back end for me because it looks like it's zoomed in onto a little wall, but that's all right. I know you now see it good. So thank you all for your patience. And yes, we have a little chat now. I'm just gonna, if you don't know where that is, just scroll down below. And let me just make sure that this switcher is working. It is working, cool. Whoop. All right. Okay. Whew. That was intense. Go over here for now. And move this down so you can see. Oh man, Om Namah Shivaya. Technical difficulties today have been. I hear Mercury's in retrograde, so it's appropriate. Give me a moment. So I put a little video together this morning for everybody and posted it on Instagram that kind of just blitzes through the Chaturanga stuff that we did the other day. So you might want to just check that out and give it a nice little review. We're going to continue on with kind of breaking down different movements that we would experience in sun salutations and vinyasa style flows. I want to revisit the jump forward, and of course we're going to continue getting all the cues for the jump backs. This way they sort of become more ingrained in your system as we go along. I didn't want to waste any more time. I apologize for all the technical difficulties in getting started here. Thank you for your patience. And if you didn't see already, below this video, you can scroll down. You'll see that there's a live chat that we could all talk in and discuss. I'll check that in the middle and the end of class. I would want to get on there and talk to you right now, but I want to get started so we don't end up too late here. Okay. And if you... No, okay, we're good. Oh, missing one light. Okay. Come to the top of your mat. Let's roll the shoulders out. Get some fluid going. And let's roll the wrist out. And then you're gonna just do swinging of the arms. And on the back side, you kind of hit the kidneys a little bit there, just to awaken. And on the front side, you're gonna hit the top pec shoulder area. Hopefully that's not too loud. I'll try to make it quieter on that side. Just let the body swing. I'm trying to control the movement so you don't hear a loud smacking, but for you, you can kind of just let the body roll with the movement. Okay, so it's gonna get the elbows, the shoulders, the wrist, gonna wake up the muscles along the back, the chest. Hopefully, I'm very excited about the chat being on the website, so we can interact a little bit more and have a bit more of a community going here. So feel free to put your questions there. Okay. So one thing I really want to start off with is understanding, as I've mentioned so far, that we want to move with the duration of the breath. The biggest mistake people make with vinyasa practice is not realizing that it is a pranayama. Pranayama is controlling the breath. So we control the breath in conjunction with the movement, okay? So it's not inhale and then a movement happens. It's inhale and the movement keeps going as the breath keeps going. So the whole practice becomes a pranayama movement in conjunction with the asana, so that the inhalation lasts the duration of the arm bone movement, the exhalation. Now, that said, you know, we're going to be going back and forth between flowing and workshopping in this, this immersion. So there's gonna be times where you just breathe normally, don't worry about it. But when you make an intentional movement, so if I say inhale, reach the arms up, that's an intentional movement. If I'm just talking to you, then we can kind of go about it. It doesn't mean hold your breath, okay? But let's try to start with a very basic sun salutation. And the way that I like to think of it is that the breath moves the body, okay? So all we're gonna do is 4 postures: Urdhva Hastasana, Uttanasana, half lift, Uttanasana, and back to the start. I'll lead you through, but I'd like you to have the inhale move you. The exhale moves you. So you go inhale, the body moves because you're inhaling. Exhale, the body deflates because you're exhaling. All right, step to the top of your mat and see if we can get this going together. Inhale, the body moves from the inflation of breath. Exhale, the body softens because the breath is exhaling out. Inhale, the body makes space for the breath to come in as you come to half lift. Exhale, and bow. Inhale, make space by rising to the sun, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, the body softens, hands to heart. Inhale, make space. Fill up, expand. Exhale, fold forward. Let the breath be the first thing that happens, then move. Inhale, then half lift. Exhale, then forward fold. It's hard for me, I have to talk and do it. So inhale, then rise to the sun. Exhale, then hands to heart. Okay, I'm gonna be silent. Let's do it together. One more round, continue. Move because you're breathing. The exhale is like deflating, folding. The inhales, we make room for the breath to come in. The exhales, we follow that release. As we inhale, we make space. We expand the whole body, stretch it out. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana, same idea. Now as you exhale, fingertips to the ground, then straighten your legs as you bow. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Left foot steps back as you exhale. Now pause. I can imagine that many of you probably stepped your foot back without thinking about the elongation of the breath or the duration of the breath. So watch this. As I inhale, I'll step forward. Exhale, step back. Inhale, now do this with me. Inhale, step forward, the whole duration of the inhale. Exhale, step back. Whole duration of the exhale, movement is happening. Okay, inhale, I lean forward, hands out in front, step forward. Exhale, fingertips back, step back. Still leaning forward to step back. That's a key point, okay? Inhale, lean forward to step forward. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, fingers back, lean forward to step back. That's what we'll pause. See how I can keep the leg hovered because I'm leaning forward. That balances out the weight. Let's do one more. Inhale, step forward, half lift. Exhale and bow. Chair pose, bend the knees, then lift the heart. Exhale, bow, then straighten the legs. Half lift, inhale. Now let's do the transition a number of times. Right foot steps back, exhale, slow, lean forward so you can place the right foot down. Inhale, step forward, fingertips out in front, half lift. Place the foot down. Exhale, lean forward but step slowly back. Hands out in front, inhale, half lift as you come forward. Place the foot down. Exhale, lean forward. Inhale, hands forward, half lift. Place the foot down, lift the chest. Exhale, hands back but chest forward. Pause, hold in this position here, this kind of midway point. Now most of us, we kind of either go from one or the other. And I'd like you to be able to stop wherever it is most challenging for you and control all those weird movements in between, okay? Now step forward, halfway lift. The thing is, most people usually place their foot down right away. See if you can suck your right foot up. I'm gonna transition just so you can see that. You see how the foot is up off the ground? Then place it down. Okay, we're gonna just do that a few times side to side just to get your hip flexors working. Now, when most people lift their foot up, it automatically goes back. So you're gonna try to keep the foot, on these second wind yoga mats, there's a line, which is really nice. You could always tape a line or draw a line if you don't have a second wind mat. But you're gonna try to keep your feet on that line. Come to halfway lift. Obviously, we're not breathing right now, but we'll start the breath again. Well, you are breathing, of course. Okay, so now lift. I'm gonna move my hand just so you can see, okay? Inhale, lift. Exhale, place. Inhale, lift. And I usually do big toe, ball mound, heel. Inhale, lift. Then as you exhale, big toe, ball mound, heel. Okay, now I'm gonna do it without, showing you with my hands. So we're not as much transition. Let's do it together. Lift the heart. Hold here as you exhale. Okay, together, left side. Inhale, lift. Flex the foot. Exhale, big toe, ball mound, heel. Inhale, heel, ball mound, toe, flex. Exhale, big toe, ball mound, heel. Slow transitioning. Inhale. Again, other side. Your hip flexors should be burning. If they're not, then you can challenge yourself by doing toe taps to the back of your wrist. You see how I'm touching the back of my wrist? Okay. Now that should really have your hip flexors really fired up. Halfway lift on the inhale. And that helps you understand what has to happen when you do a jump forward. That hip flexor pulling action is what keeps your feet light away from the ground. Okay, exhale, bow. Bend the knees, hands to the thighs, come up and pause. Hold here. Press the backs of your legs apart from one another until you feel your outer hip muscles engage. Inhale, lift the heart a little taller. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bow, Uttanasana. Then straighten the legs. Half lift, inhale. With control, left foot steps back. Slow and steady. Big toe, then ball mount. Push down into your front heel, rise, high lunge. I always like the arms to go back. It transfers the weight properly. Then up. Nothing wrong with them forward, just a little harder on the body. Exhale, hands to the ground. Okay, so we'll do that a few times. And let's just review before we start flowing the muscle engagements that you could use to make this a little bit more efficient and strong and stable. Pull your feet toward each other and press your front heel down, rounding the back will force you to activate your front buttocks. Then your arms go back, shoulder blades retract as you rise, okay? Then rotate the palms and reach the arms up. Okay, we'll do that a few times without the breath. We'll do without the breath this whole round just to get the biomechanics memorized. Okay, so front heel presses down, round the back, retract the scapula to come up, rotate the arms outward, rise with the hands. Now that is all gonna be on an inhale, of course, when we're ready. Let's try one fell swoop. Inhale, round the back, push down, rotate the arms and rise. It's harder to say it than it is to do it. Exhale, release the hands down. Step forward again. Maybe toe tap the back of your wrist if possible. You could always have a knee bent. You could always be like this. Exhale, release. Chair pose, inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, bow. I don't know about you, but my buttocks and back muscles are fired up. Half lift, inhale. Slowly step the right foot back with transition. So you lean forward to place the ball mound, then the toe, and then the big ball mound. Okay, let's do it technically first. Okay, so pull your feet toward each other, then press your left heel down, round the upper back. As you press your left heel down, make sure your sit bone scoops underneath. Now, once you have this position here, it's all about the shoulder blades retracting, and that will kind of guide your upper body as you spin the arm bones out and take the arms up. The exhale, the arms come back down Shoulder blades stay retracted. That's what keeps your weight. Otherwise you fall forward. There's nothing wrong with it, it's just less efficient. So shoulders back, then the arms come down, okay? Let's do it a few more times. Left sit bone under, press through the heel to round, shoulder blades together, spin the arms and rise. Exhale. One more time together. Push down, you'll find a rounding, but an activation of the glutes. Shoulder blades together to spin the arms and rise. Exhale the arms. Shoulder blades stay together in the transition. Then step forward, inhale, half lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stand, hands to heart. All right, let's do this. We'll do 3 rising, 3 folding on the lunge. So here, well, I don't know if that makes any sense, but 3 times you'll rise up, 3 times you'll forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, deflate. Straighten the legs as you bow. Inhale, halfway lift. Lean forward, but step the left foot back. Big toe, then ball mound. Push down through your heel. Inhale, retract, rise all the way up, stretch tall. Exhale to the ground. We'll do 2 more. Inhale, push down, shoulders back, rise. Exhale. Together, 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Hands out in front. Inhale, step forward. Try to toe tap the back of your wrist. Touch. Exhale, release and bow. Half lift, inhale. Right foot back, exhale. Big toe first, then ball mound to the back foot. And together, push down through the heel, rounding to start. Inhale, rise. Exhale, shoulders back, then touch the earth. 3 times, 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, shoulders back as you transition. That keeps the weight balanced. Inhale, push through the heel. Rotate the arms. Exhale. Fingers out in front. Inhale, toe tap back of the wrist with your toes. Exhale, place the foot and bow. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Okay, take your hands on your right knee. Stepping back from chair pose, we'll work on the hard part, which is that hover, that last moment. So lift your left heel up. With your left heel up, slowly slide the left foot back into a modified warrior 3 with hands on knee. Then escalator down. Big toe touches first, then ball mount. Okay? Step forward, knee to chest, then big toe, ball mount, heel. Other side, hands to the thigh. Lift, heel up, big toe. Slide the foot back, modified warrior 3. Take the elevator down by leaning forward. Big toe touches first, ball mount. Then we lean forward, bring the knee, try to bring it to the chest. You can bend the knee. Place big toe, ball mount, heel, bow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and just bow. It's a good start. Rise to the sun, Urdhva Hastasana. Hands to the heart as you exhale. Inhale, chair pose. All right, very common transition is a twist from twisted chair. So twist to your, let's go to your right. Sorry, twist to your right. It'll be left elbow to the right thigh. Okay, now since everybody does this twisted chair to twisted lunge transition, most people will kind of step back and catch themselves, okay? We're gonna learn how to do it very controlled. So try not to go into your deepest twist right now. In fact, untwist a little bit, round your back, and look down at your right foot. See if you can lift your left heel and ball mound the foot off the ground so you're in tippy toes. Then, like you're doing a toe tap, flex your foot, and then see if you can go into modified warrior 3 with your elbow to your knee. Boom. Step forward and bow. Take a break so we don't burn out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Hands on the thighs, chair pose. Twist to the left now. We'll give you time to twist deeper later. I just want to see that we get the transitions appropriately down. So look down at your left toes, press your big toe into the ground. Now lift your right heel up. I'll give you another angle just for the sake of it. With your right heel up, then the tippy toes. So ball mound, tippy toe. Okay, then like you're toe tapping, pause, shoom. Slowly slide back into a revolved warrior 3 modification. Okay, this would eventually go to the twisting lunge, but for right now, come forward and see if you can like toe tap, pop, and place the big toe, ball mound, heel. Okay, and release. And we'll do that with the breath in a moment once we get the full transition. Halfway lift. Exhale and bow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Inhale, halfway lift. For now, let's step back to down dog. I'll give the legs just a momentary break. Forward to plank pose, inhale. Actually, we're gonna work on this transition for a moment. So from down dog to plank pose, okay? This is gonna be a real full body participation. Right, a good angle for this. First of all, fingers really grip the ground, hands turned out. In plank pose, we're protracted the best we can. Okay, so here's where we want to end up. Shoulder blades protracted, thigh bones lifting. Okay, so you're in this fully powerful position where the hips are not sagging, the belly's not sagging, but the front ribs, when I say front ribs, I mean, so here's the solar plexus, right? Whenever I say front ribs, I'm usually talking about these ribs right down here. I'm not talking about the chest. So just so we're aware, the ones that poke out right near the soft tissue of the abdomen here, okay? With this, if this is the solar plexus, then these are the ribs, okay? That's what I mean. There's a lot of front ribs, so I just want to be clear that those are the ones I'm talking about. So you can do it from all fours. Pull the front ribs in and push the shoulder blades apart. So shoulder blades apart is called protraction. Pull the front ribs in, that's called flexion of the spine. Let's do those two things. Then press the ball mounds of the feet down and firm up the legs, and you're in a nice solid plank. To come into down dog, you bend your knees, stick the bum up to the sky, and come back as you push shoulders towards the ears. Now to come forward to plank, you can watch one time if you want to just take a knee. The heels rise up, the tailbone tucks, the front ribs pull in, and the shoulder blades protract as you come forward. Okay, then to go back, knees bend, tailbone goes up, the shoulders push. All right, let's try that together. I'll lead you through. From your down dog, first step is heels lift up, tailbone tucks, ribs pull in, round the back as you start to shift forward. Shoulder blades apart. Okay, now bend your knees, lift your tailbone up, lean back, sit bones lift, push shoulders to the ears. Do it one more time mechanically, and then we'll do it with our breath. Heels go up,
Tailbone tucks. Pull the front ribs in. Round the back, shoulder blades apart as you lean forward. Take the knees down, lower chaturanga. We'll give our hands a break before we do the flow. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, release. And one more time. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, release. Come to all fours, hands and knees. Tuck your toes, exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana, down dog. All right, let's do 3 times, rolling through from plank to down dog. Together, the inhale lifts the heels, tuck the tail, round the back, roll forward. Bend the knees, exhale, tailbone up, push shoulders to the ears, straighten legs. Inhale, heels go up, tailbone tucks, round the back, lean forward as you protract shoulder blades. Exhale, bend the knees, tailbone goes up, shoulders push to the ears as the legs straighten. One more round. Inhale, heels go up, scoop the tail, round the back, shoulder blades apart. Exhale, bend the knees, tailbone up, stretch the shoulders long, straighten the legs. Hold. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Shoulders towards the ears, push the ground away. One more. For this round, just walk forward, since the shoulders are a little tired from that. Halfway lift on the inhale. Exhale, bow. Interlace the hands behind the back, stretch the shoulders open. Let's do 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to the hips. Arch the back. Rise all the way up. Tadasana. Full breath in. And out. Bend the knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Twist to the right, left tricep to the right thigh. Now let's take 5 breaths here. So first, pull your belly in, turn the belly to the right, lift the heart to the thumbs. 4 more breaths. Try to peel your right shoulder back. 3 more. 2. Last one. Okay, now look down at your right foot. Lift the left heel and ball mound. Round the back, less of a twist now, and come to support warrior 3, twisted warrior 3 with the knee bent. Virabhadrasana 3. Now take the elevator down. Slowly bend the right knee, touch the big toe, slowly place the ball mound of the foot and pause. Round your upper back, get light, lift the heart up to the thumbs, take a breath in, turn the belly. Lengthen through the top of the head, 1 more breath in. Okay, inhale to unwind. Inhale, slow, unwind. Here's what you'll do. 3-legged dog, exhale. Hold here, inhale, bend the knee, open up the hip. Exhale it out. Straight leg, inhale, square. Step the right foot to your left wrist, so across. Heel toe the back foot or just hop the back foot to the right. Straighten through both legs, lengthen the chest. Exhale and bow with crisscross legs. This should target a little bit more the outside of your hamstrings and IT band outer buttocks. Full breath. All right. Bend your front knee. Slide your left knee right behind the right heel. So I'll just change scenes so you can see that. Okay. Right into Ardha Matsyendrasana. Lift the belly. Turn for a twist. Lift up through the center of the skull. Turn your belly twist. Follow your breath. Inhales give you lightness and lift it. Exhale, the belly turns, twist. We'll do 2 more. Inhale, get lighter, taller. Exhale, pull your belly back to the right. 1 more. Use your inhale to unwind. Now as you exhale, you're going to bow slowly to the inside of your right foot, but your right hand is off on a diagonal from the front foot, okay? Let's hang out here for a couple of breaths. This is very much like a lizard pose. Okay, this is it can be a nice deep hip opener if you allow it. Notice my front foot, the big toe, and inner heel are trying to reach to the ground as I'm bowing. Okay, let's do 1 more breath here. Tito's outside the door. Okay, now watch this transition before you try it. The right hand's already in place. Hold on, Tito. Hi. My child. Okay, so the right hand is already in place out to the right. Now, all you need to do is we were working on weight shifting this practice and last practice. You weight shift towards the inside, towards the big toe side, diagonally off, in order to push down into your foot and lift up to Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Okay, so I'm going to show you that from the other camera angle. So your weight goes towards the inside of the foot. This hand's already off on a diagonal. Lean, push down, and open up half moon. And then to come back down, the knee comes across, top of the foot, and lower. All right, so you might say, well, there's no way. So what you can do is break it up. You lean forward, come on up, step back. You're in like a warrior 2. Now lean forward, lift. Okay, so it's all about how you're leaning your body weight, which is quite often the thing that is most challenging for transitions and making it dance, making it smooth, is how you lean your body weight. So if I did not lean my body weight, there's no way I'm getting off my butt. Not a chance. But if I lean my body weight forward towards you, towards my big toe, right, then the legs will start to follow. Okay, you can use your hands all you need. Okay, and then still lean, like even when I come down, I lean, and voila. Okay, I'll give you another moment to just play around with it. Always, I'm going to show you the steps if you don't, if going fully in is just not happening. You lean forward, push into your hands, and then see if you can come to see my back knee. Okay, see if you can come to your shin. Then step the foot back so you're in like warrior 2. Lean forward, lift. Okay, and then let's bow at the front of the mat, find your way, not so gracefully, to Uttanasana, forward fold. And I'd like you to just observe probably the massive difference between your right and your left hip. Probably feels like the right one's deeper in the hip socket, the left one's like a little bit more out. We'll get the left one in through this, the flow on the other side. Hands to the hips, rise up to stand.
All right, let's go through those postures on the other side. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, twist to the left.
We're going to spend 5 breaths here. So inhale, pull the belly back. Exhale, turn it to the left. Lift the heart up. Hold here, inhale. Turn the belly to the left. Lift the heart to your thumbs. Inhale. One more breath here. The twist follows the exhale. Exhale, belly back. Okay, now untwist a little bit as you inhale, look down. We take the modified warrior 3 by leaning your body forward. Your right leg gets light, and then you can reach it back into a modified warrior 3. Okay, then we take the elevator down. The left knee bends. Keep leaning forward until you feel the big toe. Then you can lean back to place the ball mound of the foot down and pause. We have to reactivate our buttock muscles here. So press your left heel down, round the upper back. Just like this action here, just the same thing. Like when you do this, it's the same thing here. You push down, round the upper back, then retract the scapula to be in your twist. Turn your belly on the exhale. A few more breaths. Use the inhale to unwind. We're going to exhale to 3-legged dog. Slow and steady. Inhale, open the hip. Hold here. Full breath in. And out. All right, straight leg, inhale. Square the hip. Step across to your opposite side of your mat. Your right foot maybe you can do that a little more gracefully, right? So instead of just kind of clunking it, you can lean forward and slide it to the side. As you start to straighten through both legs, look forward. Use the exhale to bow. Together we breathe. Inhale. It's a pranayama, slow and steady breath. Focusing your attention on the movement of energy through your body. All right, look forward. With control, lean forward first, then bend the right knee right behind. Coming to Ardha Matsyendrasana preparation. Okay. Inhale, lift the heart up. Turn the belly. Twist. Okay. It's the same thing, that flow. Inhale, lift up through the top of the head. Exhale, belly to the left. Inhale, grow tall. It's a vinyasa. It's a movement. It's a pranayama. Exhale. Turn. Inhale. Pull your left belly to the back of the yoga mat. Last one. Cool. Inhale to unwind out of twists. Keeps it controlled. Exhale, bow to the right. It's not really like a hard and fast rule. Don't worry if you usually exhale, inhale here. Treat this as your hip opener. One more. All right. Coming up halfway. Your left hand off to the diagonal. This is where we're going to move into our Ardha Chandrasana, half moon, okay? So you have to lean your body weight diagonally to wherever your big toe is, right? Not the underside, the upper side foot, big toe. That way is where your chest moves first. That's what's going to transition your weight onto the foot. Otherwise, there's no power. And you can see, you can come up off of your back hip when you do that, okay? So transition forward on the diagonal, then straighten the back leg like this, whoop, then slide it up to the sky. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. You can do it a few more rounds, so take your time, you come back down. When you come back down, the foot gives you resistance so that you can slowly lower. Your right quads, the bottom quads, are active in order for it to be a very controlled sit. Okay, you are using your hands so you don't stress out your knees too much in the transition. You want to use your hands, push into them in order to help. Otherwise, it's going to be way too strenuous on the knees, in my personal opinion, okay? So your hands take a lot of weight. You can always use blocks. This back foot. And you want to be monitoring, making sure there's no excess movement in the knees. It can be very precarious if you're new to these kind of movements. If you go too fast, you might sacrifice the joint for the action. Instead, never sacrifice the joint. Only learn how to do the action in a way that the joints enjoy it. Okay? So normally I would do a crisscross here and bow, but we'll get to that in a second. So unwind your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Interlace the hands behind the back, non-dominant grip, so other pinky on the outside. Allow your shoulders to waterfall down towards your ears. Shoulder blades together as you stretch the arms. Full breath in. And out. All right, release the hands, arch the back, rise all the way up. All right, woo. Let's do one sun salutation A. That's a jump back to chaturanga, an upward dog, which we haven't gone over yet, but we'll just do it for now. Whatever you do is fine, and we'll refine it another time. Inhale, reach the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Follow your breath. Inhale, unfold, lengthen the chest. Keep unfolding. Exhale, Chaturanga, bend the knees, lean the chest forward with your fingers gripped. Cobra or upward dog, your choice. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, maybe we should work on that transition real fast. We'll work on up dog next time, but come forward to all fours. The best transition that I like for the sake of your body is from whether you're doing cobra or up dog here, is to place the knees down, and like you did from plank, is you lead with your hips into down dog. I'll show that. That looks kind of ugly from that standpoint, but watch. Okay, now watch the transition back. Knees down, hips back. I keep the arch of the back to go right into down dog. So you can try that. Now's the time. If you have any questions so far, let me know. See the chat. Glad you're sweating. Okay, cool. All right, so downward dog, 3 breaths. If you have anything to add or share, throw it in the chat and I'll check in a moment. And we're going to try to do in this next movement, the jump forward, is to think about the toe taps to the back of the wrist like we were doing in the beginning. That will get our hip flexors active as we jump. So lift the heels on the next breath in and look forward. As you empty the breath out, bend the knees, stick your bum back behind you as you try to toe tap the toes to the back of the wrist, which probably won't happen, just energetically that direction. Okay, so pause for a moment. And we can go over this next time, in more depth. But essentially what I'd like you to do, I'll switch cameras over here. What I'd like you to do is when you land, to be thinking thigh bones lift up, and you can feel how hard it is. Earlier we were doing it on the fingers, right? It's way easier. When you place your hands down to lift your foot up and toe tap the back of the wrist is very hard. So one of the things that has to happen is to look at how I'm going to relax my neck and then bring my shoulders to my ears. This automatically will force you to start to lift the heels up, and that's going to make it easier to tap the back of your wrist, whereas most of us jump like this. It's okay to look forward, but the head position being so far forward limits our range of motion in our shoulders. So looking down with more of the eyes rather than the head. Okay, I'll show you one more of these jumps so you can just watch the mechanics. When I say butt back, I mean stick your butt out like anterior tilt like this. It will look like this as you jump, but you're trying to do this, and that's what's going to pull your hamstrings and the backs of your legs up. Against that, you're going to try to keep your butt up as you tap the back of your wrist the best you can. Ready? Watch. Okay, so the toes just try to... don't expect it to just like nail that. We're just having an introduction into this idea, and we'll go further into it. Give it a couple of tries, have some fun. Always, always, always welcome to bend your knees when you jump forward, because the hamstring tightness will cause the pelvis to drop and the feet to clunk down, okay? So if you bend your knees, you can stick your bum back. I'll show an example of that for those of you that are curious. You keep your knees bent, you keep your butt back, and you still try to keep your thighs close to your chest, which will make it easier to just tap the back of your wrist, make it a little bit more accessible. A little, it's still very hard. Okay, when you're done, bow forward, hands to the hips, rise to stand. All right, let's put the flow together. Everything you've kind of done. Only thing that's different is you're gonna, after our Ardha Chandrasana, let's see, Ardha Chandrasana will be on this side of the mat. You'll cross the leg behind, bow forward, okay, half lift. And then you can step one leg, then the other leg back to down dog, okay? So just try that real quickly. I didn't, for the sake of time. You'll be on Ardha Chandrasana with your foot on the inside of the mat. You'll place the foot cross, half lift. Exhale, you'll bow, and we'll hang out here for a breath. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Then you can exhale, step back. Then we'll do a roll forward to plank pose. Chaturanga, up dog, down dog. I'll explain it as you go. Just know that that's going to be the one differentiation from what we've done so far, the one add-on. Okay. I guess we should let's just do it on the other side since we did hell of that pose for a second. So Ardha Chandrasana, your foot's on the inside of the yoga mat. Okay, the right foot now comes back behind. You take an Ardha Uttanasana with crisscross legs. Exhale and bow. It's okay if your front knee's a little bent, that's normal. Hold here for an inhale. Exhale. Transition is a half lift. Gracefully exhale, step, left foot, right foot. Inhale, roll to plank. Okay, you get the idea. Walk forward. Hands to the hips and rise.
Let's do the flow together. Okay, I'll do my best to give you all the pointers as we go, but I'm gonna also try to keep the rhythm moving. So I'll throw out some of the techniques verbally the best I can, but I don't want to sacrifice the rhythm as well. Okay, so Tadasana. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, twist to the right.
Round the back. Inhale. Turn the belly. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift the belly. Exhale, twist. One more time. Inhale, lift the belly. Exhale, twist. Inhale, look down, unwind a little bit. Lift your heel up. Exhale, slowly glide your foot back like warrior three. Ball mound the foot. Inhale here, round the back. Push through your feet. Exhale, turn the belly and twist. Inhale, lift the belly. Twist. One more time. Inhale, round. Exhale, twist. Inhale to unwind, but round the back. So get light as you touch the ground. Remember, it's an exhale, three-legged dog. Slow and steady. Inhale to open the hip. Exhale, hold. Straight leg. Inhale, square hip. Step right foot, left wrist. Left foot across. Inhale, straighten through both legs. Exhale, bow. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift the heart. Bend the front knee, slide the foot. Exhale. Right into our Matsyendrasana.
Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. Slow. Exhale, bow.
Inhale, rise. Right hand to the right. Exhale, shift your weight. Inhale, reach. Ardha Chandrasana. Exhale, cross your left foot behind the right. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale and bow. We enjoy one breath in here. One breath out. Inhale, half lift. Right foot steps to down dog. Left foot steps. Roll to plank. Inhale, round. Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra pose, your choice.
Knees down, transition. Down dog.
Last, listen carefully, right leg to the sky. Step right foot forward. Push down, arms go back. Shoulder blades together as you rise, high lunge.
Exhale, hands to the ground.
Knee to chest, inhale, plank like we did last class. Exhale, now chaturanga. Cobra or upward dog.
Exhale, down dog.
Okay, that essentially is almost one side. Let's take one breath. Exhale, of course that's with holding the postures. We'll try one where we kind of flow more freely. Lift the heels up, inhale, look forward. But first, the other side, exhale, hop. Halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Chair pose, inhale, Utkatasana. Twist to the left. Flow with the breath, inhale, the belly comes in and up. Exhale, turn, heart. Inhale, belly back, round the upper back. Exhale, lift the heart and roll the top shoulder back. One more, inhale. Little unwinding as you inhale, look down. Exhale, heel comes up, big toe mound, slide it back. Ball mound of the foot comes down. Inhale, round the upper back. Exhale, turn. Hold, inhale. One more. Cool. Inhale to unwind. Remember, it's an exhale to three-legged dog. Inhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Hold as you exhale. Inhale, straighten the leg. Step across. Switch the back foot across the mat. Inhale, straighten both legs. Exhale, bow. We hold as you inhale. And exhale. Inhale, look forward. Slide the back knee. Ardha Matsyendrasana, lift the chest. Exhale, twist. Inhale through the central column, up through the top. Exhale, belly. Inhale. One more. Good. Inhale to unwind. Bow to the inside. Inhale, come on up. Left hand out to the side. Shift your weight as you exhale. Ardha Chandrasana. Inhale. Right foot behind left. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, bow. Hold, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, half lift. Right foot back. Left foot. Roll plank pose. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. Listen carefully. Final pose, left leg up. Step. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, hands to ground. It's that knee to nose from last class. Inhale, round the back. Chaturanga. Cobra. Or up dog. Exhale, down dog. All right, child's pose actually. We'll complete it right there. Okay, that can obviously be done with less breaths. I can give you a quickie of the flow. You can either watch or practice with me. If you got to run, just do a pigeon pose on each side and get yourself ready to roll. Chair pose. Exhale. Inhale, we look down. Exhale, transition. Inhale, round the back. Exhale, twist. Inhale, unwind. Exhale, three-legged dog. Open, inhale. Now I would exhale all the way forward and across. Inhale, straighten through the front leg. Exhale, bow. Inhale, slide forward, lift the chest. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift the heart. Usually on twist, I at least give myself one breath and actually get into it. Otherwise, it's kind of useless to do the pose. Inhale, unwind. In my biased opinion, exhale, bow. Off to the side, right into Ardha Chandrasana. In the crossed legs. Half lift. You would step back to down dog, one leg at a time. Forward. Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Down dog. So the right leg goes up on the next breath in. Obviously, we're doing it a little quick. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Knee to nose. No, sorry. Inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. We enjoy a full breath in and out. We'll lift the heels on the inhale. Empty it out, hop or step, try to toe tap. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Urdhva Hastasana all the way up. That's one side. If you want to try with me the other side or just watch, chair pose. Could always come back another time, twist. Inhale. Again, I always do at least one, even when I'm flowing, twist. Inhale to look down, unwind. Exhale, slide back. Still controlled, even if I'm going a little bit faster. Inhale, lift, push through the heel. Exhale, twist. Inhale to unwind. It's an exhale to three-legged dog. Inhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Exhale, step across. Straighten both legs. Inhale. Exhale, bow. As you inhale, right knee behind, lift the chest. Exhale, twist. We hold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to unwind. Slow and steady. It's very easy to rush in and out of twist. Exhale, not so good on the spine. Inhale, lift. Right into, Inhale, right into Ardha Chandrasana, so that would look like. Exhale, cross legs. Bow. Half lift. Step back. Plank. Down dog. Left side, last moment of truth. Step. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, push through your feet. Exhale, hands to the ground and pause as you go. This is my favorite transition. Inhale, round the back knee to chest. Right here, exhale, chaturanga. Love that. Inhale, open. Exhale, down dog. All right. Place the right shin across the mat, pigeon pose. Thanks for flowing. I'll check the chat. See what we got while we wind down here. I'm finding it so much harder to twist in chair pose when you don't have the knees together. Any tips? Well, Jenny, you can place the knees together. That's totally fine. The reason why it's hard is because you have to isolate the muscles. Let me switch the cameras. So you're having to isolate like the right side versus the left side, those muscles of each leg, and that's why it becomes fairly difficult. There's nothing wrong, of course, with having the knees together. You can totally do that. The reason, just so everybody, while we're having this conversation here in pigeon pose, why not? The reason why I usually have legs apart is because that's the femur bones, the thigh bones, more optimally align in the hip sockets. That doesn't mean that I don't practice with legs together. I often do as well to challenge my balance. So I find benefits to both, but when I'm practicing with like a big group of people, I find that probably I don't want to say safer necessarily, but generally speaking, it'll, aside from shaking up people's patterns, it's going to feel better for most. But yeah, let's see what we have here. If any tips for a more secure balance feeling. Yeah, so for balance, really getting connected to the big toe, pinky toe, and your heel. We can do a little bit of that in this training as well. I did a lot of that in the July and August immersion. I think the first classes of those immersions, if you have those, you probably do. Go back and watch those. I talk about the big toe, the pinky toe, and the heel constantly. Let's switch sides for the pigeon pose. Oh yeah. Let's see. You can keep throwing your questions, and I'm happy to discuss as we unwind. I did say that I was going to end on time today. I apologize for not. And this is more due to the technical difficulties than anything else. Sorry about that again. It's nice to see you all in the chat. Thanks for participating. Feel free to share anything. It doesn't have to be a question, it could be a statement. All right. Come on up. You can just roll right onto your back. I'm glad you like the version of chair pose. Take some time. You know, it's like the muscles got to develop appropriately. But with practice, it'll just be the easier way of doing things, and then I'll tell you to bring your feet together. All right, so happy baby pose. And release in Shavasana, any variation thereof. If you want to take constructive rest, or if you have a bolster you want to lay on, you're welcome to it. Excuse Tito's paw tapping. Bring your breath back to your awareness. Of course, if you have more time and you want to just hang out in Shavasana, you're welcome to. Otherwise, you awaken the fingers and toes and stretch the arms. Roll to your side and come up to a seated position. Let's take the hands together in front of the heart. And with gratitude, we just bow in honor of the flow inside of us, that rhythm, that pulse of breath, of blood from the heartbeat of life itself pulsing through us. With gratitude for this energy that is running inside of our veins and allowing us to experience this life through this body. In honor of that, we bow in. Namaste. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. It's a pleasure to share with you. I'm just going to take a quick look in the chat. Nice to practice with you all as well. Adriana, Janine. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. Chakalakart? Sorry. My apologies. Marissa, thank you. Lots of love, everybody. Have a beautiful day, and see you soon.